tonight, well, it's actually the morning because I cannot sleep and I decided I was going to do something semi-productive. So I've been wanting to upload a video I recorded a couple of days ago, but my computer died and Parker and I spent the night at my parents' house on Friday night, and I have no idea where my computer charger is now. So I had to order a new one. I get it tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get that uploaded soon. But for now, I wanted to film a Sephora haul with one thing from Amazon that I just got. And this Sephora haul is from pretty much all of 2020, I would say. I don't have every single thing that I've purchased here. Some things were like repurchases, like a Ole Hendrickson serum that I use, and that's in my bathroom and stuff. But this is most of the stuff I could kind of pull together real quick and show y'all. So the first thing that I got was this Melt Cosmetics palette, and it's the Impulsive Pressed Pigment palette. So I thought I might do, or try to do, a little eye look with it, and then I would show you the rest of the stuff I got. So if you don't want to see this, I will put a timestamp like here, or here somewhere, and I'll let you know when the actual haul starts. But the first thing is the Melt Cosmetics Impulsive palette. So the inside looks like this, and even though I'm sure I could do a look with just these colors, I do have my Tati eyeshadows here. I actually popped them out and just put them in a Z palette with a few other shadows. But first I want to, since there isn't a super light brown transition-y color in here, I'm gonna go in with Ritual. Is that right? No, I'm going in with Soothe. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go in with Soothe and just put that in my crease. And to do this, I'm using a Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow brushes. It is just a super fluffy blending brush, and it's called the Tapered Blending. And it just lays down. It's pretty fluffy, so I usually just lay down my transition color with it. But to me, it really feels super similar to my Smith Cosmetics, what is this one, the 232. So if you look at them, they're relatively the same size, and this one is goat's hair, which I don't like thinking about that. So I like that this is synthetic. And yeah, speaking of Smith brushes, now I am going to go in with my Smith 230, which is just a little bit smaller blending brush. And I think first off, I want to go into, I kind of want to use like this shade, maybe this shade, and this shade. We'll see. So I'm going to take the lightest kind of orangey brown first, which is called Rule Breaker. And it looks super pigmented. And put that in my crease as well. This shadow is super pigmented. I'm gonna take my first brush I was using and go back in to Soothe, just a tiny dab, and really blend out this upper edge. I really like the tone of this though, it's really pretty. I actually got to go to Sephora instead of just doing an online order like I usually do. The other day I kind of had a mommy day to myself, and I got a massage, I got my teeth whitened. I need to go a couple more times. My teeth are so stained, I hate them. I went to the mall, went to Sephora, got to play around, swatch, do all that fun stuff without Parker trying to grab every single thing off each side that's on him. So it was nice. I kind of like attempted vlogging, and I might put, did I do 2 clips? I did a clip when I was in the spa, and then I also went to see a movie all by myself. It was so nice and quiet, and I got a popcorn and an icy, and I sat there and I watched the movie. I sat there the entire time. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to get anyone a snack. I didn't have to do anything, and it felt so good. So I did, like, literally when I say attempt vlogging, there might be like a minute of footage from the entire day, but I'll pop that in here if anyone is interested in it. I actually got to go to Sephora instead of just doing an online order like I usually do. The other day I kind of had a mommy day to myself, and I got a massage. I got my teeth whitened. I need to go a couple more times. My teeth are so stained. I hate them. I went to the mall, went to Sephora, got to play around, swatch, do all that fun stuff without Parker trying to grab every single thing off each side that's on him. So it was nice. I kind of like attempted vlogging, and I might put, did I do 2 clips? I did a clip when I was in the spa, and then I also went to see a movie all by myself. It was so nice and quiet, and I got a popcorn and an icy, and I sat there and I watched the movie. I sat there the entire time. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to get anyone a snack. I didn't have to do anything, and it felt so good. So I did, like, literally when I say attempt vlogging, there might be like a minute of footage from the entire day, but I'll pop that in here if anyone is interested in it. I actually got to go to Sephora instead of just doing an online order like I usually do. The other day I kind of had a mommy day to myself, and I got a massage. I got my teeth whitened. I need to go a couple more times. My teeth are so stained. I hate them. I went to the mall, went to Sephora, got to play around, swatch, do all that fun stuff without Parker trying to grab every single thing off each side that's on him. So it was nice. I kind of like attempted vlogging, and I might put, did I do 2 clips? I did a clip when I was in the spa, and then I also went to see a movie all by myself. It was so nice and quiet, and I got a popcorn and an icy, and I sat there and I watched the movie. I sat there the entire time. I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to get anyone a snack. I didn't have to do anything, and it felt so good. So I did, like, literally when I say attempt vlogging, there might be like a minute of footage from the entire day, but I'll pop that in here if anyone is interested in it. Okay, so don't mind my hair, but I just got the best massage, and I'm chilling in this relaxation room. Oh my god, everything smells so good. And I actually got my teeth whitened today, so I'm having a little mama spa day. I was gonna vlog the teeth whitening. I'll throw in a picture. It was not really something I could vlog about, but I think I'm gonna chill in here, read my book for a little bit, and then hit the steam room for a few minutes, and then we will see what else this Saturday brings us. So, like I said, I'm having a little mama day, and I just went to the movies alone. It was so fun. It was really good. I went to see The Gentleman. I got to take a shower. I didn't have to rush, and it's too dark. Anyways, yeah, I saw The Gentleman. It was really good. It was funny. It was good to just come and chill for a little bit. But I think I'm gonna go get my baby now. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is Dream Big. And since that last one was so pigmented, I'm like barely tapping into this one. And I'm going to concentrate it a little bit lower in my crease. These are building up really nice, and I think, you can actually see the 3 different colors that I've laid down. I don't know if you can tell, but in person I can see 3 different colors. Now I'm going to go in with my Smith 256 brush, which is kind of like an arrowhead shape, And I'm gonna go into this even, oh no, this kind of dark purpley shade here, and I just call it Boss Lady. And I was kind of playing around earlier and swatching these, and this one kind of felt like it was just really like hard pan feeling, if that makes sense. So I scratched like a little layer off of it, and this isn't the only palette I've had to do that with, so I was going to show you that on another palette I grabbed too. But after I scratched a little bit off, it seems fine. So let's see how it blends, how pigmented it is. And this brush makes it really easy to focus this color like at the very bottom of your crease without taking it up at all, which I love because I have a tendency to just start blending way too high up. I'm going to take this on my outer corner too. It seems to be applying and blending fine. I guess it just needed that little scrape. These are really nice shadows. I actually really like these. I've never played with any melt. I say melt, like if I'm melting butter, I say melting instead of melting. So I feel like I say melt cosmetics really weird. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffiest brush and Soothe from the Tati palette and really blend all of this together. And I'm not worried about right here. I'm going to throw either a shimmer shade or a glitter in there. I'm not sure yet. So for my shimmer, I can't decide if I want to go in with a darker shimmer and then maybe put one of the Tati glitters on. I think I am going to do that. I'm going to go in with this eggplanty shade called Morning After and put that on my lid, maybe halfway across. Okay, now I think I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with Poet on the center of my lid and just press that in. Oh, this looks so pretty on top of the purple. I love her glitters, they're so pretty. Okay, I want to go in on my inner corner, and I think I'm gonna take this Satin Aura shade just to brighten up my inner corner. I have a little bit of fallout. I'm just gonna take my brush and wipe that away. Now I think I want to go in with the highlighter I'm wearing, which is the Jaclyn Cosmetics, what is this, the loose highlighter. It's in the color Extra, just for a shimmer right in there. And take a tiny bit on my brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some eyeliner and lashes, and I will be right back to show you the final eye look and to unbox a few things. Okay, I'm back, and I just did wing, some falsies, and I love this look. It's so pretty. I think it's like just brown enough to be neutral, just brown enough to be neutral, but there's also enough purple to just kind of give you a different look than what I do every single day. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Now let's open up some stuff I've spent way too much money on. So the first thing I got that I've been wanting since it came out, it's the Glow Recipe Lip Pop, the watermelon lip balm thing, and I thought it was just like a regular nourishing lip balm, but I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It has, do you see like the little dots in it? There's almost like an exfoliating element to it, I guess. So it feels a little bit weird right when you put it on your lips, but after a couple minutes of rubbing your lips together, just a little bit, that goes away and it's like a really nice lip balm. So I think that's actually kind of cool. I didn't know how I felt about it at first, but I think I like it. Oh, I wanted to tell you the two things I got from Amazon first. So, did you know that Amazon had Honest Blush? I did not. And I've been looking for the Peony Pink Cream Blush for months, and it's been sold out on Target and the Honest Beauty website, but I found it on Amazon. So I'm happy about that. And then I found a fan. And it's actually like, can you hear that? It's actually really, really strong. It has 2 levels. It's really, really good for drying your setting spray. It was one of those things that I saw in, I want to say Laura Lee's like Amazon favorites that she filmed a little bit ago. So I looked for that on there. I also got the DIOR Forever Skin Corrector. I got this in 1N, and for being, I think, the second to lightest shade, it's actually not super duper light. Like it's these I was swatching earlier, but this is the 1N shade. So it's not super pasty white. Like I have one of my favorites here. It's the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. And this is one of the lightest shades of theirs. And this is like white compared to that. So I figured it was a little strange that it wasn't a little bit lighter, but it does work. So I like that. I've only tried it maybe 2 times, so I can't really say all that much about it. I also got the mini NATASHA DENONA mini glam palette. I have a few of these little ones, and even though you can see where I've swatched them, I feel like these are a waste of money, honestly. I mean, you're getting 5 shadows that are 0.8 grams a piece. So the only reason I actually tend to grab these is because they're so easy for travel, or if you just need to, you don't want to think, you don't want to mess with anything, you literally have crease shade, deepening shade, inner corner shade, 2 lid shades to choose from. So you can't really go wrong using one of these. I mean, obviously they're amazing quality, but I do think that $25 for this much product is a little bit insane. I got the Hourglass Scattered Lights. I love these. I got this one is in the shade Reflect, but over the holidays I got the little 4 set that they had, and I just fell in love with them. So this is the first like full size I've gotten. Even the little, you know, they're not even mini, there's plenty of product in it. Those, I will never run through all of that. So I love this so much. It's just like this beautiful like champagne goldy, like rose gold shimmer. I'm so bad at describing things, I'm sorry. I don't even know why I'm putting this stuff back in the box, because I'm gonna use it all. I was gonna do this before now too. I also got the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette, and I kind of have a cool idea for a video with this, but yeah, I need to get a few other things to do that. So this is what the inside looks like. I'm sorry, the outside looks like. And then this is the inside. So I feel like you really have like 2 color schemes to work with. You can kind of either do like this in your crease, and then kind of, even to use all 4, you could light, medium, dark shimmer on your lid, or you could obviously do the same over here. The only issue I have with this palette is that I don't feel like I can use it alone, but that's kind of the same with the other one. It's almost like, it's like these are so many beautiful colors, but I need, these are like add-ons to, these are like not finishing shades, I don't know how to put it. I just need a couple more light matte colors to work with, I guess, to make like what I consider a full eyeshadow look. What else did I get? I got the KOSAS lip oil. I got this one in, what is the shade? Jellyfish. It's the wet lip oil. Jesus. Sorry, I'm so backwards today. This is like a super, it's really so sheer that you don't see any color to it, but it's kind of a nudie color in the bottle. The next thing I got is a new Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. I have two of these already. I have MJ and I don't know the name of the other one. This one is in, the other one I have is darker. This is, I think, in between the two that I have. This one is Haze, and I think it said like golden blonde, but I don't really see golden blonde here. I don't know if I can even do like a swatch of this. It's right there. It's just kind of like a taupey color, and I figured the MJ is a little bit too light for me. The one above this is a little too dark for me, so I might mix this kind of like in the front of my brow and then the darker one in the tail. So I guess I will, maybe I'll do that in one of my next videos. I have a bunch of favorite videos coming up that I want to do. I also got this Lawless, the little one palette, and I saw Alana Davidson talking about it, and she had no problem with this one. But this is what I was talking about when I said I had another palette I had to kind of scratch off to get the shadows to work. Can you see where, I mean, both of these dark shades here, and then this matte over here, I had to scrape like the top layer off of all of them. And you know, when she was talking about it in her video, she was saying you can do like a few different looks with this one palette. And you know, it's only 8 shades. It's so, you know, mini. It's so nice to take traveling. But I was really disappointed that I had to kind of get that hard pan off of it first. You know, even now, like when I go to swatch, they perform all right now. But when I go to swatch them, the payoff isn't just the best. It still feels hard when I'm swatching it, I guess. I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos. I did order the Pat McGrath concealer. I got it in L2 and L6. And I also got the Becca Light Shifter concealer. This, I saw Samantha Ravindell talking about it, and she was not kidding when she said, like, sheer coverage. Sheer. It's basically just brightening your under eye. So I like to use these two together, make a little concoction. I put a little more of this on than this. I do a tiny dot of this with just this kind of right in the inner corner of my eye. And they blend really well together. They look really pretty. They stay pretty much crease free for me. I don't know if you can see, that's what I have on right now. And I've had this face makeup on for, God, what time is it? Almost 8 hours now. So I've had this face makeup on a good amount of time. I did like repowder real quick and put some of the YSL Touche Eclat 3D all over glow powder on, but you know, nothing to do with my under eyes. So what's next? Oh, I got so excited. Okay, these are two Milk minis. The Milk Baked Bronzer is one of my favorites. I mean, I love this bronzer, and you literally get enough to, like, you could bronze with this every day of your life for 80 years, and I don't think that you would run out. There's so much in there. So, but it's so heavy and it's so large. So I did get this just for traveling stuff, which was probably stupid because I actually have a Z palette with like the Z palette jars in it that I just like cut a chunk of my big bronzer and put that in there, and it works completely fine. But I saw this and I thought it was super cute. And I also got the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, and I got a mini of this because I just had a mini of the FARSÁLI Skintune Blur, and I went through it pretty quick, and the bottle was like nowhere near full. So I think this is gonna last me, I'm hoping this will last me much longer. But I did really like the effect that it had on my skin. It's definitely very blurring. And I played around a little bit with this one, and like even like swatching this on my hand, I know it won't show over camera, so I'm not even gonna try, but you can see it blurring your skin, so it is pretty cool. I got the Sephora Lash Fuse and Curl, which I didn't even try today because it scares me. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's one of like Tati's biggest recommendations, but I'm just not sure. I need to play around with it a little bit, I think. So only a couple more things. I have the Ilia Serum Tint something foundation kind of thing, and I wanted to get the True Skin Serum Concealer, and this one has like the nicest consistency. It feels so good on your skin. This one I also got a lighter shade in because that DIOR was a little bit darker, so I figured I could also mix these if I needed to. So it's definitely lighter, but I do like that for under my eyes. And then, okay, 3 more things. I got the Melt Cosmetics highlighter, and I got this in the shade Stargazer, and this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I love how they have the writing. It says Melt Cosmetics in there, and I have some highlighter on, but I kind of want to put some of this on too. Where's my brush? Okay. I'm just gonna kind of, it's pretty densely packed, I would say. But it's a nice gold. I don't know if you can really see from what I'm doing. It's a really nice gold shade, but what's so unique about this is that it is a gold shade that is not too dark for me, which is very nice, because usually anything that is even the slightest bit gold is way too dark for my skin, and you can always see it like sitting on my cheekbones, and that's just not a cute look for anybody. So the last 2 things are 2 of my favorites, I think. I've enjoyed everything that I've gotten so far. The eyeshadow palettes, the one that I'm really just not sure about is this Lawless one, but I'm gonna give it a couple more tries and see what I think. Yeah, the next thing anyways is the DIOR Addict Lip Glow Oil. I have one of these in Rosewood, and it's almost like just a darker stain. It's not, the color isn't intense or anything, but it's just on the deeper side. So I got this, and it says pink, but this is clear. I mean, like, even just putting it on my hand where it's going to be more pigmented than it would be on my lips, it's completely clear. So you're literally just going to see shine right there. But it's so pretty. It's so comfortable. I really like to do my lips with a liner and then just throw that on top. And then the last final thing, I got the Chance from Chanel. They are the Crayons de Parfum, and they all come, these are all of the Chance fragrances from Chanel. They all come in these little pins, and it's super convenient. I have so many like gorgeous smelling perfumes, and I pretty much forget to put them on every single day when I walk out of the house. So I figured, throw one of these in my bag, throw one of these in the diaper bag, throw one of these in the car, you know, just kind of have them around. And then whenever I realize, damn it, I forgot perfume again, I can just throw it on in the car, wherever. I'm not even gonna pretend like I can tell you what this smells like. Chance is a very like distinguishable fragrance, I feel like. Like if I'm at the mall and someone's wearing it, I know, I'm like, oh, I smell it, it smells so good. But I love it. It's one of my favorite fragrances. It's so fresh, so like clean, and just like, it's very, how do I describe it? I'm sure most people know what it smells like, but I feel like it's very feminine, it's very classy, and it's not like a Victoria's Secret spray. It's not like sweet, it's not cookies or vanilla or whatever. It's just, I think it's florally and citrusy and just such a, oh, I love it. But anyways, that is the end of this haul. That's way too much stuff to have gotten in 2 months, but that's why I'm starting this channel, because I love makeup so much. I love trying things out, and I figured I'm buying them and trying them and doing all that anyway. Maybe somebody can, you know, get an opinion from someone else. I know when I'm looking at different things that I want to buy, a lot of times I'll go on YouTube and type in that product, and I look at a lot of the bigger influencers, but I also like keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and go down to the people that have 2,000 followers, 200 followers, and I listen to what they have to say, because to me, a lot of the times, those reviews seem so much more sincere and so much more honest, because it's not likely that they're being sent the milk blur stick from milk, you know? So when I go to Sephora and I spend my money and I mean, what do I have to lose telling you I freaking hate this? Like, it sucks, it doesn't work, I don't like it, I'm going to return it. So I don't even know how that got started. I'm gonna go. I should get some sleep before Parker wakes up, but I hope that y'all have a great day, night, weekend, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.